I'm not going to give away other stories because I genuinely want people to buy a copy and read it like I did. But there's a
Yeah,
beautiful one involving Batista, which I think just really
yeah, man.
lends another perspective into what a special soul he
He-
is.
He's the best. John Cena, I call him my pal John, which is just to like make a joke out of it because he's the biggest, he's one of the biggest stars, period, right now. And he called me at 3:30 in the morning when Lana was born, like just to check on us
Mm.
and make sure everything was okay. Um, Stuff like that that I look back at and I go, these guys didn't need to do this. They didn't need to reach out. They didn't need to help me out the way they did, but they did. Um, and I think I look back at it and I go, I think Fit had a lot to do with that. They saw me literally as his son at times because of our relationship. So they respect him so much that um, that I got some of that respect too, and I didn't get the hazing or the bullying that was going on. I never got it because I think they're also worried about Fit messing him up, for like going to bat for me.
Yeah,
So I was lucky in that aspect, but I think about that now. It's like, man, I'm the old guy now. I'm finally
yeah,
like I'm the old guy, and now when I go to these conventions and these signings and that, there's guys that started and got released after I was even there. And that's how
yeah.
long I've been like kind of out, but that's okay. But now I'm one of the old guys, and there's this Oshkosh. There's my Oshkosh mention. Oshkosh, Wisconsin, where I live to this day. I've always said I've always mentioned it in every interview I do because I love this city. I love this small town. There's a vintage store, and they have a bunch of vintage wrestling shirts. And a buddy of mine said they had a Hornswoggle shirt in there. I go, I'm not fucking vintage, guys. I'm
You're retro.
37. Like, this isn't like a Hulk Rules or like a Blood on the Stone Austin shirt. This is a Hornswoggle shirt. I'm not fucking vintage. Like I'm still young and not spry, but I'm still kind of young and that I'm still going. But I was like, man, that really made me sit back and go, okay. And when people come up to me at signings, go, I grew up watching you. It makes me feel very old, but it's also a really cool feeling, like to go, man, I meant something to that person. I meant they watched me and they looked up to me as someone on television. And again, if there's one thing you learn from the book, you learn from the interview. I don't view myself besides Dylan from Oshkosh. That's all I want to be is Dylan from Oshkosh my whole life, just known as that.
Mm.
And I've done a lot of pretty awesome things in my life, but I always just wanted to come back as Dylan from Oshkosh, and that's what I
Yeah.
am. So for them to view Dylan from Oshkosh as something other than that is the cool feeling.